If you're playing badminton in America, I'm sure you've noticed your courts being turned into pickleball courts. Or if you're playing in Europe, it'll be padel tennis. I initially wrote these two sports off as less intense options for more casual players. Because after all, the thing that we like about badminton is that ridiculous intensity, right? The shuttle cannot hit the floor, so you have to move super fast around the court, think very tactically a few shots ahead, while twisting your body like a freak in order to, produce power, while doing those two other things. But as we get older, badminton also comes with some serious challenges. It's so easy to get injured, and I'm sure many of us have heard some story of someone getting a crazy injury and just kind of had to stop playing. If you've seen that 70-year-old Raymond guy from the UK who is still competing in low-level Super 100, Super 300 tournaments sometimes, it's just ridiculous and super impressive how that's even possible. In singles games, it's virtually impossible to compete above a certain age because it's all about who is more fit on that day. So many of us switch to doubles games. But here it's all about finding a fixed partner if you want to reach above a certain level. And you know how it is with like having a fixed partnership with someone for a while. Life just gets in the way and it's kind of difficult to keep up, not to mention the opponents. It's not all that fun to keep winning against opponents that are less experienced or get beaten by opponents that are just much better. The perfect matchup is someone who is maybe 10% better than us or just as good as we are to get those longer rallies, the super intense games where you end up at like 19-19, 20-20, all that kind of stuff. And if you live in a big city, it's just super hard to find a good partner. It's super hard to find good opponents every single week. So with all that in mind, I've been hesitant, but I'm exploring potentially switching to pickleball. From the perspective of a badminton player, the main downside is that intensity, right? But if we set that aside for a moment, there's a few positives that I thought are worth mentioning. That lower intensity means that it's easier to avoid injuries, which means you can play more. And if you've ever had to take a break from badminton after playing several days in a row because your joints were aching, I bet you can relate. That makes it a way more fun alternative to the gym. And if you're anything like me and you're kind of competitive and you want to play singles games, you actually might have a chance now. I'm not talking about going pro, and I'm not talking about it being the world's easiest thing, but I found that it's that touch easier because the ball can bounce once and the paddles are so much easier in terms of generating power. In many Western countries, it seems like pickleball and padel tennis is becoming more convenient. So many courts are opening, it's becoming more affordable, and with paddles, you don't need to restring them like you do with badminton rackets once they break. So the downside here is that buying a new paddle is more expensive than buying a new string, but there's so many inconveniences to getting your racket restrung. So many online stores don't restring rackets, so if you buy there, you have to take the racket, bring it somewhere else, get it restrung. Maybe they don't have the string available. You have to go pick it up once it's done. And then there is that crazy expensive fee of getting it restrung. For me personally, the two big ones are it's becoming much easier to find good matchups, and there's a chance that I can play singles games, which I just enjoy a lot. This isn't for everybody, but if you're someone like me who wants to improve your skills, this is exciting. And if that's you, come along for the journey. That also means that there'll be more pickleball content on the website and on the channel. And if that's not for you, feel free to unsubscribe. No hard feelings here. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and thanks for sticking around. I can't wait to make even better content for you. I'll see you on court.